Hi, this is Jeannie from Tip 32. Today we're going to do roasted vegetables. They taste really good. We have a lot of things from the garden, a lot of things to use up, and sometimes you cannot use it fast enough. So roasting them is really good. You can freeze it afterwards and it tastes great. So we have a large variety. I have some Chinese eggplant. It's very easy. Everything is chunky. It's real easy to cut. You're leaving it very large pieces and you're just throwing it on a foiled cookie sheet. Very easy. I think this is a simple recipe and fast. And like I said, in the freezer they freeze really good, and then you take them out whenever you want and you have nice roasted vegetables. And this one, you know, has zucchini, eggplant, squash, it has peppers, some red onion, some mushrooms, and I'm just layering it, putting it down on the baking sheet, spreading it out, making them approximately the same size. Really fast, and it's really good for you. I mean, if you can get your kids to eat veggies like this, you know, that's a wonderful thing. I know that we like to make them and put them away and have them later, you know, in the winter time. And for the peppers, we're just halving them, taking the seeds out and sticking them right on the tray, anywhere. The reason that I'm not putting them on the top of the stove, I'm not going to try and, you know, roast them that way. They're going to roast right here on the pan, and, you know, it's very, very simple. Onion, you're going to leave it chunky. It's going to melt. You're just going to peel it. Take that layer right off. Once you make that little cut in there, comes right off, and then we'll just break it apart right on the baking pan. Very nice. When it's done, it tastes very sweet. So you know, I think that you'll really like this, especially if you're a vegetable person. And then for mushrooms, just like a quick tip, the mushrooms have usually look, you know, like a little bit of dirt. You just take them off with the towel. You just clean them off, brush it off, comes off, cut them chunky. I mean, you can put any vegetable you want in here. I have button mushrooms, I have baby portobellas, I have, you know, pepper, zucchini, squash, the eggplant. And I have enough to do a couple of trays. I'm just doing a small tray to show you. I'm using olive oil and canola oil mix. And for me, one of the things you have to make sure you do is get the mushrooms with good oil. I'm not giving you amounts, I'm just showing you. I'm drizzling the vegetables and soaking the mushrooms though, and the pepper. Good oil. And the mushrooms are going to release back that oil. They're going to suck up a lot, but then they're going to release it at the end, and it's going to leave a delicious flavor. And I'm using a decent amount of oil. And then we're going to kosher salt it. You can use regular salt. I like kosher salt because I can see what I'm doing. I'm going to salt it pretty generously. But when you start stirring things around and they start cooking, it's not going to be so heavy in the salt. I'm just using a little bit of fresh pepper. And that's it. It goes in the oven, 400 degrees, for about an hour. In an hour, we'll look at it. We'll actually look at it in 35 minutes and stir, and then we'll look at it again. Okay. So the veggies are ready to come out of the oven. They took an hour and a half. Now, depending on how many veggies you put on that platter, it will be a little longer, how much moisture. You kind of have to gauge. These things, I never wrote down before. I'm just doing it for my family, my friends, so bear with me if the times are a little off or something tastes a little strong. This is what they look like. And I got actually a lot cooking because, now don't worry about this brown and dark piece because we're going to peel that right off. But we're going to let these sit for 10 minutes, and I also have another tray that I already did because I have a lot of veggies. But you can see in this one, I'm just going to take this hard piece, and you see it peels right off. And underneath, it's just like you roasted it, and it's nice and soft and really delicious, and it pretty much peels right off. So, takes about an hour and a half, 400 degrees, all the veggies you like, some oil, salt, and pepper, and you got it. So join us, tip32.com anytime.